Why is Lake Havasu Unified School District insurance potentially being used by David Rose to cover Restoration Hope church services at Lake Havasu High School? Are taxpayer-funded resources, specifically Lake Havasu Unified School District insurance, being used in connection with church services held at Lake Havasu High School? If so, the public deserves clear answers. Here are the points of concern. Public school resources are funded by taxpayers, not private organizations. Use of district insurance for non-school activities raises liability and policy questions. Churches operating on public school campuses must follow strict legal boundaries. Who approved this, and under what agreement or oversight? Are all organizations given equal access under the same terms? Listen, folks, David Rose is a career criminal. His actions against Mohave County appear to be illegal and fraudulent. David Rose also omitted the fact that he is indeed a felon when filling out information to the Arizona Corporation Commission when checking boxes that specifically ask if the applicant is a felon, which David Rose most assuredly is. The public is finding out just how corrupt David Rose really is, so much that Supervisor Rich Lettman took back his endorsement. Here are some serious questions that need answers from the Lake Havasu Unified School District. Is school district insurance being used to cover Restoration Hope church services? Is David Rose involved in authorizing or facilitating this use? What policies govern outside organizations using school facilities and insurance? Is this compliant with Arizona law and district policy? Has the school board reviewed or approved this arrangement? Let's not get this twisted. This isn't about targeting religion either. It's about protecting taxpayer resources, ensuring fairness, and maintaining transparency in our public institutions. It also appears that when registering to vote, David Rose blatantly falsified his birth date on official documents. David Rose's birth date is on January 8th, 1983. But when he filled out the information asked on an official government document to gain access to the voting system in Arizona, he falsified his birth date and documented it as January 1st, 1983. Arizona voter registration instructions specifically state to register to vote using this form. You cannot register to vote in Arizona if you have been convicted of a felony and have not had your civil rights restored. Civil rights are automatically restored if you have only one felony conviction, completed your sentence, parole or probation, and paid any victim restitution. David Rose has several felony convictions in different states. David Rose is well aware of his position as a felonious convict, which is why he falsified his birth date. The question people should be asking is, does David Michael Rose's Arizona driver's license have the wrong date of birth, intentionally? To presumably keep a Florida warrant from being found if he were pulled over, like we know he was in 2025 when he had no proof of insurance. And what was the insurance he provided to Mohave County courts to have his offense dismissed? Mohave County law enforcement needs to investigate this thoroughly and any other false information on government documents and reports David Rose has made. This man is a convicted, smooth-talking criminal who wants to sit in a seat he's not qualified to sit in, nor is he qualified to sit on the school board, and he needs to be ousted and thrown back in jail. Here's another question. Why is John Gillette supporting this convict? This is a very serious issue, folks, and the court hearing on Friday will be addressing this.
To support and recognize Jennifer Esposito for taking on to uphold the laws for voter integrity. And there is a Supreme Court virtual trial. I have an invitation for everybody who wants to with the codes and stuff so they can watch this. I think it's an educational thing that we should all tune into. It starts at 1 p.m. on Friday, April 10th, 2026. It is a nominating petition challenge, has been filed. The Supreme Court uphold Arizona election law regarding the alleged failure to reinstate voting rights of a multi-state felon before registering to vote and filing to be a candidate. Making sure that all of our legal votes count, which is the basis of the Republican Party. And so I'm hoping you as elected officials will also speak up and want the Arizona Supreme Court to uphold the Arizona state laws for filing to be a member. So if anybody wants these, I'll have them on the back table, and I appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Thank you. In Kentucky, we say that stinks. And I'm excited to announce our giving challenge this week. Our goal, $3,000. And if we meet our goal, Pastor Tim, Pastor Jesse are going to dress like leprechauns. Here's the deal. If we can get 200 people to give $100, or if we can raise our end of the year goal of $20,000, then Tim has agreed to do what?